In the last episode of Soap, Chester came home from the hospital still not knowing who he is. But the major convinced him he's a colonel. With 2 loonies to look after, Benson would love to put them in the old soldiers' home. When Jessica came home, Corinne told her she's pregnant, but she's afraid to tell Tim because he might leave home. Jody told Dennis since he's marrying Carol, he no longer considers Dennis's apartment home. Mary's professor drove her home and tried to take advantage of her. And when Bert came home and saw them, he thought they were carrying on, so he left home, got drunk, and went to Sally's home. Whatever had happened to Home Sweet Home? Confused? You won't be after this week's episode of Soap. This is the story of 2 sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. These are the Tates, and these are the Campbells. And this is Soap.
God, how could I do this to Mary? Mary, what Mary? Mary did it first, only doing what she did. Oh, my God, what have I done? Nothing, maybe nothing. I remember, maybe I didn't do it.
Morning, King Kong.
I did.
Sleep well?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh.
I think so, yeah, probably.
I certainly slept well.
Oh, good, I'm glad. Sleep is good.
It was the best, Bert. It was the best ever.
Sleep was wonderful, that's true.
I'm not talking about sleep.
Oh, are you sure I was here?
Oh, Bert.
I don't remember.
You're kidding.
No. I'm sorry. Oh, God, how could I do this? I feel so guilty.
Oh, Bert, come on. There's no reason to feel guilty.
Are you kidding? No reason? There's a very good reason. Oh, my head. Oh, you see that? I'm so guilty. I got a splitting headache.
It's a hangover. Anyway, why should you feel guilty? You haven't done anything your wife didn't do. If anything, you should be angry.
That's right. I should be angry, not guilty. Angry, and I am. I'm really angry. I'm good and angry. But I'm guilty. I'm guilty and I'm angry.
You're more angry than guilty.
I'm confused. That's what I am. I'm confused. This morning, I gotta get out of here. What am I gonna tell Mary?
Make something up.
I was kidnapped. I'll tell her I was kidnapped. She'll never believe that. I gotta get out. I'll make up something on the way home in the car. It'll be good.
I hope so, because it isn't gonna be easy to explain the outfit.
Have a nice day.
Benson, could you pour me some more coffee, please?
Tim, that's your 11th cup.
I need my wits about me today.
There's not that much coffee in the world.
Tim, would you just relax?
Relax? How can I relax? My first day of work since I left the priesthood. What am I qualified to do? Bless? Bert and Danny gave me this job because they felt sorry for me.
Oh, Tim, that's not true.
All my life, I wanted to do something for the betterment of society. And what could I possibly do way up there in a girder that could make a positive contribution to mankind?
Slip.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mother. How's Daddy doing this morning?
Oh, Eunice, he is 100% better than last night.
Really?
Yes, he called me by my right name.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, he said, "Good morning, Jessica."
Me too. He saw me in the hall, waved, and said, "Good morning, Jessica."
Oh, Simpson.
get me General Eisenhower on the phone. Imagine Colonel Tate trying to wrangle a discharge by pretending to be Marlene Dietrich.
Falling in love again. Never wanted to. What am I to do? I can't help it.
Traitor!
Traitor? You call Marlene Dietrich a traitor after all the time I've given to the troops?
Guten Morgen. Was ist los?
This is another one of those times when nobody says anything until I'm out of the room. It's okay. I'll go. I'll find someone to talk to. Maybe after school I'll get married and buy a condominium. Then my wife and I can invite you over for dinner, and we can leave so you can talk.
Goodbye, Jessica.
Daddy, why are you acting like Marlene Dietrich?
Who should I act like? Eleanor Roosevelt?
But who told you you were Marlene Dietrich?
Well, it's a hell of a lot safer than blowing up the damn neighborhood.
Well, that's true.
Isn't anyone going to ask me to sing?
I don't think so, dear.
Miss Dietrich, why don't I take you upstairs and you can relax?
Falling in love again. Never wanted to.
Oh, come on, Tim. I'll drive you to work, okay?
Good luck, dear.
Thanks.
You okay?
Oh, Benson, I just don't think I can do it. I just don't think I can go on acting cheerful.
Well, then stop.
If I stop acting cheerful, I'll cry.
Then cry.
Oh, I can't.
Why not?
In front of you?
Well, I'll leave the room.
Cry alone?
Well, I'll stay here and cover my eyes.
I haven't cried in a long time.
Well, you sure deserve a good one.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Good.
I can't.
Sure you can.
No, I can't.
You're trying too hard.
No, that's not it.
What is it then?
I don't have to anymore.
Why not?
You cheered me up.
Good.
Thank you, Benson.
Anytime.
Good morning. Want some more coffee?
This is my 25th cup. I haven't blinked since midnight.
What's the matter?
Bert didn't come home. He's dead, I know it.
Come on, Ma. He's not dead. I'm sure there's some logical explanation.
Sure. Like death. He's lying dead in an alley someplace. Some maniac probably killed him for a chiclet.
He probably just fell asleep at the office.
I called the office all night. He's not at the office. He's dead.
He's not dead.
I called the police at 4 o'clock this morning. Did you know that a person isn't a missing person for 72 hours? He's dead.
Well, why didn't you wake me up?
I didn't want to disturb you.
Disturb me? Bert's dead, and you don't want to disturb me?
He's not dead. How dare you say something like that? Oh, Bert! Where have you been? Are you all right? What happened?
You didn't hear?
No? What?
About the airplane?
No.
It wasn't on the news?
I didn't watch the news.
What happened?
Last night I'm driving home, right? You know, along that highway. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. A plane lands right there in the middle of the highway. Nobody could move. I mean, the thing took up the whole road. I mean, two Hondas, a Datsun, and a Subaru got through. They drove under the wheel. I thought for sure you would see me on television. I mean, there was a television crew there, and I waved.
You mean you had to stay there all night?
Well, they asked for volunteers. The hell, take the wings off the plane so the traffic could get through. Let me tell you, that's not an easy job. They really put those wings on pretty tight.
Well, as long as you're alive, I'm gonna go to work. If you'd been dead, I was gonna knock off a half a day out of respect.
Oh, thanks.
Goodbye, Ma. Get some sleep.
Well, I hope you weren't too worried.
I'm so glad you're home. Now, what do you want for breakfast?
Oh, anything. I don't care. Anything. A couple of eggs over easy, Canadian bacon crisp, sourdough toast, a little tangerine juice. I don't care. So, what's new?
Nothing much.
No?
No.
What'd you do yesterday?
Nothing much.
No?
No.
I thought you went to school.
Oh, that's right, I did. I forgot.
Forgot. How do you think at school?
Well, I've been up all night. My brain is like these eggs.
So, how is school?
It's okay, I guess.
How's your professor?
My professor?
Yeah, the good-looking professor.
He's all right, I guess.
Yeah, that's the good-looking, charming professor.
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
Mary, is there anything you want to say to me?
No.
You sure?
Well? Yeah.
You mean there's nothing you think that we ought to discuss?
No. Is there anything you want to discuss?
Yeah.
What?
I don't want any eggs, nothing, no breakfast, nothing. I ate on the plane.
Are they serious?
What?
You know what they have in here? Queen bee hormones. Now, how the hell do you suppose they go about getting that?
Carefully. Mine's made from cow placenta. You peel it off, you fall in love with a heifer.
Don't make me laugh. My face will crack.
Listen, did you hear about an airplane landing on the highway last night?
No, what happened?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe if I'd done this 10 years ago, I'd have cheekbones by now.
I always wanted to do this, you know, to have like a mother, and we do this sort of thing. My mother died when I was 6, so we never got around to face masks.
Well, I never had a daughter. And the boys never wanted to do this. Well, Jody, once.
It's like having a mother.
It's like having a daughter.
I'm just sorry it took so long to happen.
Oh, I'm so glad it did.
Oh!
Bert. Bert, look at this. All this space here on top of this building?
Yeah, that's where we put the heating unit.
Most of this is wasted space.
So?
So you put on a coat of paint, you hang a few lamps, and bang! Instant office space.
Office space? Office space? That office space is only 4 feet high.
I'm way ahead of you, Bert. Midgets.
Midgets?
Yeah, we rent it out to midgets.
Midgets?
Bert, I'm telling you, it's a great idea. Hi.
How's everything?
Perfect. Great.
No problems? Everything's okay, huh?
Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better.
Is that cement?
Oh, yeah, Bert, it's cement.
Oh, well, good. As long as everything's okay.
Fine.
Tim, is that blood?
Where?
On your nose?
Oh, yeah, it's blood. Little blood on my nose.
Okay.
Great. Little cement, little blood on my nose. Fine.
How did you get the blood on your nose?
From falling. I think from falling.
You fell?
In the cement.
How did you fall?
When the guy yelled help.
When what guy yelled help?
The guy who fell first.
Hey, how did he fall?
He slipped.
How did he slip, Tim?
When the bologna dropped out of my lunch pail.
You reached out to grab him, then you fell.
Did you see it happen?
No, I've been in this business a long time, Tim.
Then I tripped.
On the baloney.
You guys are uncanny.
What happened to the other guy, the guy who fell?
Oh, he's okay. He landed in the big sand thing.
Truck?
Right, the truck. He broke his thermos.
I'll bet.
Well, I've taken enough of your time.
It's all right. You just drop by anytime you like, Tim.
Actually, I came by to quit. I wrote my resignation on the bologna wrapper.
Yeah, well, everything seems to be in order.
You forgot the date.
No, there it is. It's right there.
See, that's the date the baloney expires.
I'll see you.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. What are you doing? What are you quitting? Come on, what? Aren't you happy here?
I'm a jinx.
Tim, you're not a jinx.
Bert, I almost killed somebody today. I already have my mother's blood on my hands. I think you're both terrific, and I'll never forget what you've done for me. But for everybody involved, it's better if I go. Goodbye.
So long.
And thanks.
I don't know. Maybe it's for the best. I don't think he was cut out for this kind of work.
Yeah, I guess so. But Bert, about my idea for the office space for the midgets.
Midgets? Will you stop with the midgets? Midgets get office space for free, Danny.
They do?
Of course. Well, you never heard of the Small Business Administration?
Open mine. Open mine. I hope you like it.
I hope it helps.
Well, I hope that's the last present so you all can just clear out of there.
I was wondering, did anyone happen to hear about a plane that landed on the highway?
No, I know.
Okay, that's it. Party's over. Up and out. No more coffee.
I got so many lovely presents. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That's very nice. Good luck and goodbye.
Benson, we are not finished yet. I want to make a toast.
With what? You don't have anything in your hand.
And it doesn't work otherwise?
No.
It'll work, Mother. Okay. I want to make a toast to Jody and Carol. May they be as happy as we all are. Well, perhaps that wasn't the correct toast to make.
It was a lovely toast, Jess.
Oh, Mary, I don't know. I mean, look at all of us. I'm married to a man who doesn't remember. Eunice is in love with an escaped convict. Corinne is married to a depressed ex-priest. Carol is going to marry a homosexual. And Elaine is married to somebody who had to marry her or get killed. You're the only one, Mary, with a normal marriage. So, I think that the toast should be, may everyone end up with as beautiful a marriage as Mary's. Oh, I guess that wasn't the correct toast to make either. Eunice, please take everyone out in the kitchen and show them the refrigerator.
Yes, yes. Come, girls, you'll see the refrigerator.
Oh, good. You know, I've never seen your refrigerator.
Oh, it's a terrific refrigerator.
I love refrigerators.
Oh, Mary, what is it?
Bert is having an affair.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Are you sure?
He's been working later and later, and the other night, he stayed out all night. He came home with this cockamamie story about a plane landing on the highway. And when he came home that morning, Jess, he had already showered.
How do you know?
His hair was damp. He smelled of soap. A woman's soap.
Men are so dumb to shower. I mean, Chester used to come home after a long, hard day's work smelling better than when he left.
How could he do it, Jess? How could he do that to me?
Mary, you have to talk to him.
Are you kidding?
Oh, Mary, you have to. I mean, one affair doesn't mean the end of the marriage. I mean, if it did, Chester and I would have been finished on the honeymoon.
On your honeymoon?
Well, looking back, probably. 'Cause I really can't think of any other reason for the chambermaid's underpanties to end up in my suitcase.
Oh, Jess.
It hurts, Mary. I know. I know. And you feel so ugly and clumsy and stupid. So self-conscious you don't even want to walk around in front of him. You don't even want to talk in front of him. And you're sure he hates you and everything's all over. But it isn't. It isn't, Mary.
It feels like it is.
I know. I know. Isn't this nice?
Nice? My husband is having an affair and you're calling it nice?
But you know what is nice about it, Mary? I always come running to you for help. This is the first time I've ever been able to help you.
Oh, Jessie, you always help. Just by being you and being here, you always help.
Okay, that's it. Tour's over. Refrigerator's closed. Let's move them out.
Will Jody's upcoming marriage to Carol work? How will things work out for Jessica now that Chester thinks he's Marlena Dietrich? How long will Tim's marriage to Corinne work now that he's out of work? Will Bert and Mary's marriage continue to work now that Bert thinks Mary's schoolwork wasn't really work? And since Bert's airplane story didn't work, will Mary find out what Bert was really working on with someone from work? These questions and many others will be answered in the next episode of Soap. In the last episode of Soap, Dutch and Eunice decided to run away together since it would be awful to be separated. Chester still has an awful lot of trouble knowing who he is. Elaine is no longer being awful, and therefore Danny and Elaine's relationship is not only no longer awful, but is actually awful nice. And even though Bert thinks Mary cheated on him with her awful professor and feels awful, he feels more awful that he cheated on her. And the most awful thing about all of this is Mary didn't cheat with the awful professor. Awfully confused? You won't be after this week's episode of Soap. This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. These are the Tates, and these are the Campbells. And this is Soap.
Don't move or I'll shoot you.
Don't shoot, Mrs. Tate. It's only me, Dutch.
Oh, good, because I don't have a gun. But you're in the wrong room. Eunice's room is down the roof around the eaves, green organdy curtains. You can't miss it.
I know. I came to see you. You see, Eunice and I are running away together, and I wanted to get your blessing.
I know. Eunice told me you're going to live in a farm. It's so romantic. Hello, dear.
Hi. How you doing?
What the hell are you doing in my wife's bedroom?
Well, I just came
I don't care. Get out. The both of you. My wife will drop dead if she sees you in her bed.
Chester, I am your wife.
Is everything okay? I'm almost ready.
Who is she?
That's Eunice.
Does she belong to you?
Yeah, kinda.
Good. Then get her out of here.
I'll just go get a few things.
I may not remember anything, but one thing I am pretty sure of, bedrooms are not supposed to be this crowded.
Mrs. Tate.
Yes.
I want you to know that I'll take really good care of Eunice. I know you're not too thrilled her running away with a killer, but...
Listen. I'm married to a killer.
Still, I don't think that this is what you had in mind for your daughter.
Well, I guess not, but... Dutch, tell me, did you really kill a man?
Yeah.
Dead? You shot him dead?
That's usually what happens in a successful killing.
Of course.
You see, what happened is that when I got out of the Navy, I borrowed some money to go into business. The banks all turned me down for a loan, so I went to a local loan company. They gave me $5,000 at a very high rate of interest. In the first week, when I couldn't come up with the dough, they broke my fingers. Second week, they broke my nose and 2 ribs and my knee. Plus, the guy that was beating me up had a very bad cold, so I ended up with a terrible cough. The next week, they was going to break my head, but I convinced them not to.
How?
Well, I talked to him for a while, and then I shot him.
Oh, well, I think that should be considered self-defense.
It was, but the guy who owned the loan company turned out to be the chief of police.
I'm ready. Will you take my bags downstairs?
Okay, you better hurry up. It's getting late.
Okay. Daddy? Daddy?
What?
Daddy, I'm leaving. And I wanted to tell you how much I love you.
Oh.
Daddy, I've been a very lucky girl, and you have been a wonderful father. And I hate leaving you now. I wish there was something I could do to make things better for you, but I guess there isn't, so I guess all I can do is just let you know how much I love you. And get well, Daddy, okay? I love you. Goodbye.
I want you to know that was a very touching speech. And I'd really be moved if I only knew who you were.
Okay. Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, darling.
All right.
I know.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Our little girl.
She's enormous for a little girl.
Chester, what I mean is, I still think of her as a little girl.
Oh. She must have been a very sweet little girl.
She was. Adorable.
It's all lost to me. All of it. The past, my present, future, it's all gone. I try so hard to remember, and I can't. I'm so afraid if I don't remember soon, you'll have me put away. You've all been so good to me. I must have been some guy to have such a beautiful bunch of people love me the way that you do.
Chester.
It's agony to know I have a wonderful son and daughters and a wife and not know who they are. Sometimes I swear it's almost too much to bear.
Oh, Chester, I just know it. Someday you'll remember.
Remember what?
Jody.
Hi, Ma.
What are you doing here?
I thought I'd come up and visit my favorite mother.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine.
Sure?
Of course I'm sure.
You're sure you're sure?
Jody.
You're not fine.
Jody, what is this? I'm fine.
Ma, I know what you sound like when you're fine, and you have not sounded fine in days.
I'm fine, Jody.
I figure it's got to be one of four things. You pregnant?
God forbid.
You're having an affair?
Oh, please.
Menopause?
Not yet.
Bert's having an affair?
Breakfast?
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Ma, you got to talk to him.
Oh, I can't.
Why not?
I'm afraid.
What?
Being right.
Ma, it's better to know.
No, it's not. I don't want to know he's sleeping with some young, skinny thing.
Maybe he's sleeping with some old fat thing.
Oh. Yeah, at home. Jody, I can't compete. When I was 20, I could compete. Age has taught me to be philosophical, to accept. I can't do anything about it, and I accept it. There's nothing I can do except hope that whoever she is, wherever she is, someone will drive a knife right through her heart.
Well, 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 look who's here. It isn't a bride to be.
Bob, why don't you go sit on a drill?
Listen, Mary, now that Jody's here's moved out anyway, I see no reason why I can't have his room.
Chuck, that's my sewing room.
That's what I told him. Your sewing room? You made my room a sewing room?
Well, what'd you expect, Louise? A shrine?
Bob, why don't you go upstairs and watch your feet warp?
Mary, Bob does not need his own room.
Well, I'm certainly tired of living with you. You got disgusting personal habits. You know what he does? He sits around... Mary, think about the room, okay?
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, Jessica. Listen, when I get my own room, maybe you and, your two friends will come and see me.
Jess, how are you? What are you doing here?
Well, I've been out looking for Chester. He's been missing since yesterday.
Why didn't you call me? You must be frantic.
Well, not really. You see, the other day, Chester said he needed these net stockings. He thinks he's Marlene Dietrich. And net stockings in his size may be very hard to find, Mary. He could be gone for days.
I know a place where he...
Coffee, Jess?
Yes, please. Well, Jody, so you're going to get married, huh?
Yeah, it, looks that way.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I guess that means you're not gay.
No, Aunt Jessica, it doesn't.
You know, Jody, when we were younger, there was no such thing as homosexuals.
Yes, there were, Aunt Jessica. The homosexuals go way back in history.
Who?
Alexander the Great was gay. Plato was gay.
Plato? Mickey Mouse's dog was gay?
Aunt Jessica, would you be very offended if I didn't continue this conversation?
Hello. Oh, Mary.
Yes, what, Jess?
I do you ask Eric B about his affair?
Did you ask Bert about his affair, eh?
No.
Listen, I know you two mean to be helpful, but it's my marriage, and I have to handle this my own way.
You're right, Mary. You're absolutely right. Mickey Mouse had a gay dog?
You didn't know?
First I heard of it.
Goofy was his lover.
And so, Sally, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and, well, what I'm trying to say is, Sally, you're a terrific girl, but it's over. You and me, us, over. Sorry. I can't do it, Sal. It's making me a nervous wreck. Look at me. I put on 2 different shoes this morning. Sally, you'll get over this really very soon. You'll see, really. I mean, after all, we were together only one night. And I can't even remember the night. Of course, it's different with you. You were more involved. You were conscious. Still, I mean, what we're talking about here is maybe a 25-minute involvement. Sally, talk to me, please. Make this a little easier here. Say something.
You told me you loved me.
Say something else.
You said we'd go away.
What?
To Aruba.
Aruba? Never heard of it. Sounds like a rash.
You promised.
Maybe you got me confused with somebody else. You know, I bet right now there's some guy sitting at Aruba Airlines wondering where the hell you are.
You made plans. And now you tell me it's over after all that? If all I was to you, Bert, was a one-night stand, you never had to say all those things that you said.
Sally, are you crying? I guess you're... Sally, please don't cry.
I feel so awful. I feel so cheap and dirty and awful. I wish I were dead.
I'm not dead. That's a terrible thing to wish dead. Sally, don't be silly, Sally.
I wish I were dead.
No, okay, all right, please, take it easy. Sally, come, sit down. Sally, it's okay, it's all right. It's all right, breathe in, something easy. How about a cup of coffee?
Please.
Listen, Sally, you weren't a one-night stand, okay? Really, I would never do that to you, and never. So just forget everything I said. Maybe I was a little too hasty, and maybe I didn't think things through, and so forget what I said, and then take it easy.
It's not over?
No, it's not over. Let's sleep on it, okay?
Okay. Together?
Together. Boy, what a joker you are. Listen, I'm gonna... You clean up this stuff, and I'm sure sorry.
It's working. Give me a few more weeks, he'll be a broken man.
Come on, Ma. Sit down. I made some tea.
Oh, thank you, Corinne. That's very nice of you.
Don't worry, Ma. Daddy just forgot where the house is, that's all.
No, Corinne, I don't think so. He's left.
Oh, why would he leave?
Because he knew. He knew he couldn't remember, and he felt terrible, and I didn't know how terrible he felt until last night. Now I feel terrible because I didn't know, but I mean, what could I do? I didn't know, and now he's left.
We're back.
Nothing. We covered the parks, the stores, and all the movie theaters. Nothing. But there's this movie theater downtown called the Peekaboo. I can't believe what's playing there.
Yeah, and he made me wait outside. All the other theaters, we were in and out in 2 minutes. We get to the Peekaboo, he made me wait outside, and he doesn't come out for half an hour.
It was very dark in there. I couldn't see. I saw things you wouldn't believe. Hey, Benson, did you have any luck?
Sort of. I didn't find him. Did the police get here yet?
No, not yet.
Where's the major?
He's not here.
Where is he?
Out?
You let him out?
Benson, he wanted to help look. And we thought it would be a good idea since he and Chester think a lot alike these days.
Oh, wonderful. Now I got 2 gumballs to look for. You want me to get that?
If you don't mind.
Evening.
Evening.
I'm Deputy Gilmore. You reported a missing person?
Yes, officer. My husband,
Good. Name?
Jessica Tate.
Funny name for a man.
No, I'm Jessica. He's Chester.
Chester Tate.
Wait a second. Bobby Gilmore?
Yes.
Bobby the Chicken Gilmore?
No!
Yeah.
Benson! I don't believe it! It's Benson! This is Benson!
We know.
Last time I saw you, you were 8 years old. You've changed.
Benson! I don't believe it!
You, of all people, the biggest coward in the neighborhood. Yeah, they used to call him the Chicken. Now you're a cop. It sure makes me feel secure.
Benson. Oh, about that. It's Benson.
I know. Deputy Chicken, if you don't mind. Please, about my husband.
Oh, I'm very, very sorry. Missing. Answers to the name of Chester Tate.
Also, Colonel Tate.
A colonel.
No.
He thought he was.
No, he doesn't?
We don't know.
He might.
I see.
He also answers to the name of Marlena Dietrich.
And Gloria Swanson.
I hope they're paying you well. Because you got a job on your hands.
Also Gunga Din.
Gunga Din. Let me see if I've got this right. Chester Tate, alias Colonel Tate, alias Marlena Dietrich, alias Gloria Swanson, alias Gunga Din.
And while you're looking for the colonel, you might as well look for the major.
Major? Is this a real major or a sometime major like the colonel?
He's a real major.
I see.
But not anymore.
Gotcha. This is a zoo.
You ought to see him eat.
So, we're looking for a colonel, who may or may not be a colonel, and a major who used to be a major. Is that right?
Right.
Damn beast. I gave him the colonel's shirt. I gave him the colonel's socks. You'd think from socks he'd catch the scent. He took me to the river and he wouldn't budge. You lost the scent. Sigmund, heel. Pick up your feet.
Now you only got the colonel to look for.
Is he as bad as the major?
Just about.
You sure you want me to look for it?
Take your time.
You think we're normal?
What do you mean, do I think we're normal?
We make love all the time.
We don't make love all the time.
Oh, yes, we do.
At least every night. You think other couples make love that much?
I don't know. You want to take a poll? Hey,
Hey, what?
what are you going to do right now?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, are you going to go to sleep or what?
What do you got in mind?
You want to?
Again?
You don't want to?
I want to. I want to. I'll be right back. We are not normal. We are definitely not normal. But who wants to be normal?
Thank you, God. In the last few weeks, you have made me happier than in my whole life. You're really okay.
Oh, Danny! Oh, you nuts! What is this, your idea of kinky?
Hey, Elaine, if you don't want to, all you have to do is say so. You don't have to hide. Oh, my God.
Will Dutch and Eunice find happiness on a farm, or will the police find them first? Will Mary tell Bert she's found out about his affair? Will Bert find out Mary didn't have the affair he thought he had found her in? Will Bert find a way to get rid of Sally, or will she find a way to destroy him? Will Chester be found? Does he want to be found? Who wants to find him? Will Danny find out who kidnapped Elaine? And will they find her? Find out the answers to these questions